friends, and welcome back to another Monday vlog. I have two things to say before anything. First, ignore my crusty hair. My mom's shampoo fucking destroys my ends. So I also haven't washed my hair in like 4 days because I don't want to use my mom's shampoo. But my shampoo is like the one that I use specific to my hair. It does wonders to my hair. I won't arrive until maybe like next week because I'm stupid. You have to reiterate the fact that I'm retarded. Also, ignore the fact that I'm wearing an Elmo, like pajamas. This was a gift. I don't know who gifted it to me, but it was a gift, and it fits me, and it's really fucking comfy. So, yeah. Well, I need to fix the camera angle. It's a little tilted. Hold on. This is better, I think. Anyways, now that those are out of the way, it's been an interesting week. I don't remember half of it because all the days are just blending in. I cannot believe we're already at the end of January. Like damn. Like fucking damn. I still have this gay anime nerd. I bought this in Kentucky. I bought it because I didn't want my mom using my shit. And my mom and like her stepdad, am I having a seizure? My mom and her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend now, I didn't want them touching my shit, so I bought something that said gay in it. It did not stop them. They kept using my stuff. Now, thankfully, my mom has her own one. I bought her one, Betty Boo one, from Universal, and she stopped using my shit. So, that's good. Anyways, yeah, this week wasn't too eventful, like, throughout the week itself. Well, I mean, Monday, I went with my mom to, Cheesecake Factory, because it was her birthday. Well, we ended up going on Tuesday, because my mom didn't feel good on Monday and she didn't want to go eat food. And on Tuesday, I had to force her out of the house because she did not want to leave. And I'm like, Mom, that's depression. I know. I have it. I don't want to leave the house either, but I got to. And we're going to Cheesecake Factory. I want to eat cheesecake. I'm depressed. And so we went to Cheesecake Factory. It was so much food. I was overwhelmed. I'm like, oh shit, what do I choose? I ended up choosing like a 4-cheese pasta. It was really good. Like, it was really good. My mom chose like some chicken and shrimp with rice and sauce and whatever. I don't know. But I had to ask the lady, as if my mom was a white girl, is it spicy? Because I said spicy, and I'm like, could you guys take off the spicy? And she's like, we can mild it down a little, but not really. And I'm like, whatever. Because my mom does not like spicy. Because I can handle a little bit of spicy. Like, if something's spicy, like whatever, I can eat it. But my mom cannot. My mom will not eat if it's spicy. Like, once I put too much pepper on something, and she was like, it's so spicy. And I'm like, Mom, what are you, a white girl? It's funny. It's very funny. But yeah, we went to Cheesecake Factory, and there's like 4 different cheesecakes I want to try. The one that I ended up trying was the s'mores one. I still haven't finished it. There's still like a little piece because it's really good, but it's very sweet, and I don't like sweet things too much. Like for example, my milk, my chalky milky. You got to the realization of what I said the same time I did. Chalky milky. Why is that so funny? Chalky milky. My chalky milky. My chalky milky. When I prepare it with something that my grandpa used to do when I was little to help me relax, which is add salt. You add a little bit of salt. I add a little bit more than just a little because I like salty things, and it's sweet and salty. It's not like, oh my god, you're adding salt to milk. Like, no, it's sweet and salty. I don't add like a shit ton of salt. I just add like maybe like a teaspoon of salt, and mixed with the sugar and the chalky powder. The chalky powder. You have the permission to murder me now. Just snipe me, just for saying that. You can go ahead and end my existence. Anywho. Yeah, so yeah, I ordered that. My mom ordered, like, cause my mom does not like cheesecake. She does not like cheesecake. But, I'm like, Mom, they have a shit ton of cheesecakes. They have a lot of different kind of stuff. I think the main reason that she doesn't like cheesecake is, like, the cookie crumble, like, at the bottom, like, the graham cracker, thing at the bottom, like, she doesn't like that. So I'm like, oh, you can get the tiramisu one. Cause she likes tiramisu. You can get that one, and then there were a bunch of other ones, and she's like, okay, I'll grab the tiramisu. When I tell you that this woman loved that, like, she was like, oh my god, this is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life, and I'm like, yeah. But you know what the funny thing is? I'm so broke, I couldn't pay for, I invited her to go for her birthday, and I couldn't pay for it. I had $120 in my bank account. The meal was $80, plus tip, which was like $15. Or it was $20 actually. That's $100. I would have been with I would have had $20 in my bank account. My mom's like, I'll pay for it. I'm like, no, but she's like, shut the fuck up, I'm paying for it. And I'm like, I couldn't invite her to go eat at the fucking Cheesecake Factory because I don't have money. So I'm broke. One day I will take her to a fancy restaurant and pay for it. One day. Mark my words. I don't know what I'm doing. I think on like my Wednesday mythology and makeup video, I said that I was gonna go out with my friends on Saturday. We were gonna go skate, and that I was gonna go take a ring so that I could marry the floor that I was gonna be on constantly. It's like, do you come here often? Be at the floor. But I ended up not going because of work. My knee has been acting up again. I have a lot of problems. Like, I'm healthy, but I'm also not very healthy. Like, I don't get sick often, but my body is collapsing on itself. Like, there's a reason why I'm this skinny, and it's not an eating disorder. I don't have an eating disorder. If anything, I have the opposite of an eating disorder. I do have body dysmorphia, but not what you think. I don't look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, ew, I'm too fat. No, I always think I'm too skinny. Everyone's like, oh, like when I put on weight, everyone's like, oh my god, you look great. You're looking great. And I was like, no, I need more. I need to gain more. I need to gain more. I always want to gain more weight because, like, it's not too bad. It's not like I'm just constantly gaining weight and I'm gonna be obese. Because I have a really fast metabolism. And I also have depression. So even though I want to eat to gain weight, I don't eat because I'm depressed. Do you know you know the dilemma where it's like you want to eat, but you also don't. Like, you're hungry, but you don't have an appetite. Or you have an appetite, but you're not hungry. It's just a mixture of both of those. And just my inability to gain any weight because I have a fast as fuck metabolism. Like, it goes in, it goes out. Like, if you can tell how fast my metabolism is. I don't know if it has anything to do with, like, alcohol, because because they're paired up. Because, like, when I drink alcohol, if I start drinking a lot, every 30 minutes I have to pee. And if I stop drinking, I would not be drunk. I would stop being drunk in, like, 2 hours. Like, if I drink a lot in, like, 1 hour, and then, like, 2 hours pass, I'm not gonna be drunk anymore. Because my metabolism just works that fast. It gets it out of my fucking system in 0.3 seconds. So I have to moderately drink for like, a long time. Like, I take like a drink every, like, depending on what I'm drinking. If I'm having like a beer, like I take one every like 15 minutes. Like, not like one after the other, but like maybe like 15-20 minutes. Like, I drink one and then I wait a little bit and then I drink the other one to keep it in my system. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna, if I just chug, I'm not gonna feel anything in like an hour. Like, I'm not gonna be, it ain't gonna be there, but it ain't gonna be there. I'm not gonna be drunk anymore. It does not work with edibles, though. Yes, I drink my chalky milky with a straw. Don't at me. Don't fucking at me. I drink it with a straw. No judging here, bitch. No judging here. But yeah, these, I call them edibles. They're just Delta 8 gummies, but they're basically edibles. I ate half of these. I ate half of that every night to go to sleep. It's the only thing so far that has helped me sleep. It gets me so high. Like, I can imagine eating the whole gummy. I would see God. Like, homie, gets me out. Last night was an interesting trip as well, actually. Last night was interesting. I saw ghosts. I haven't seen ghosts in a while because, like, my chakras are all disaligned because of my mental illnesses. But I looked outside, I heard some weird-ass fucking wolves fighting at night, and I just kind of, like, peeked over, and I saw 2 ghosts staring at me. They were just, like, they were far away, but they were, like, we were making eye contact from, like, across the street, and I'm just, like, am I high? Am I high? Is that... Yeah, they can't enter my house because I have protection in my room, so they can't touch me even if they wanted to. But they were just like very far away. It was interesting. It was an interesting night. But yeah, I ended up not going skating because my knee has been acting up. I had to wear like a knee brace for work and everything. But my friends were like, oh, we can go to a bar, like, if you want to come, and I'm like, oh, what bar? They were all the way to Ybor, and I'm like, Ybor is, like, 23 minutes from my house, and that's not counting the fact that I drive like an old lady, so let's just put it up to, like, 30 minutes. It's half an hour away from my house. With how much my knee hurts right now, I'm not gonna drive at night all the way to fucking Ybor. I'm like, y'all, have fun. I'm gonna stay in my bed and I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Y'all have fun. And they did. They went skating and they had some fun. And I was just here at home. I think I was watching TV. I don't remember what I was doing. I blacked out. I don't remember. But anyways, at work, there's a new guy on Sundays, a new manager, and so yesterday, Sunday, I was supposed, because I come in at 9, but yesterday for some reason it was 9:15, and I'm like, alright, whatever. So I go, and I'm waiting outside, because it's like, I get there and it's like 9:08, and I'm like, alright, whatever, I have some time before I have to go in. And I'm just sitting at the parking lot, watching some TikToks, waiting for my time to come in, and I get a phone call, and like I answer, and I'm like, hello? And he's like, oh, this is like from Pizza Hut. Why are you late? And I'm like, I still have 3 minutes. What are you talking about? He's like, oh, didn't you come in at 9? And I'm like, no, I come in at 9:15. It's like, oh, and I'm like, listen, I'm literally in front of the Pizza Hut. Like, I just come in right now. And I went in, and this man was, because when I come in, I'm the cook. So what I do when I come in is, like, I prep the prep table, which is, like, all the ingredients and all, like, the toppings, you know, the sauce, the pepperoni, the cheese, the meats, the vegetables. That, it's not set up, because they put it in the the fridge at night so that it's fresh, it doesn't go bad. So that's usually what I do. But I walk in and he's already set up like half the table, and he set it up wrong. Like that's not how I set it up. That's not how I was taught, and that's not how I'm used to. But he's like, oh, this is how it's easier for me. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm the cook. I'm the one who's cooking. I'm the one who's gonna be sitting here doing shit, not you. He made it put in a way that he put so much meat. He took the entire middle just for meat. He had like 2 hams, a whole thing for the fucking beef. Like, no one buys that much beef. Okay, the beef mix, not the beef mix, the meat mix, which is beef and pork together, that one is big, because people get that, because that one's for the Supremes and the meat lovers. That's the one that you get for that. But not like beef. No one orders beef by itself. Like, we have like a smaller thing. He got like a big thing. And the way that I have it set up is like over here. There's three little revolving doors that you can pull, to keep it fresh. And the way that I have, it's basically 3 sections. I have main section. The way that I have it organized is the main section, which is the most important ones, the ones that I'm always using, which is the sauce, the cheese, and the pepperoni. And there's ham and bacon, because those are also pretty popular. And then next to the ham is chicken. You can still like reach it if you like, it's in the corner, so you can like reach it. And then in the middle section, there's the meats and the main vegetables. So there's the sausage, there's like beef and pork, and then there's the red onion, green peppers, and a little bit of mushroom. So like that, if I have to do not like a veggie lover, I have to open the third one, because the third one is for less used toppings like black olives, banana peppers, jalapenos, pineapple. Pineapple's pretty popular, but I can still reach it while it's in the middle. Like, it's kind of like in the middle of the second and the third, so you can reach it anyways. And then they have tomato there as well. And then the Parmesan cheese that you put at the crust to make it like crispy and not taste like crust, And that's how I have it set up. So like, if I usually I only have to have 1 and 2 open, and maybe like once or twice I open the third one for like those specific toppings. But no, this man put all the vegetables in one corner, all the meat in one corner, and the rest in another corner, and I'm like, no, this is, I don't know if it's my ADHD, but I don't like change. Like, if I am doing something, I get confused and I get uncomfortable and I get anxiety if things are not the way that I'm used to. Like, if I know how to do something, like if I'm doing something and things are not the way that I'm used to, I collapse. And I was just like, and he was already halfway done setting it up, so I couldn't be like, oh, just take it all out and let me re-put it. He also put all the cups in like one big ass thingy. I have all my cups to like grab the meats and the measuring cups. There's a bunch of different ones for like every size, there's 2 for meats, 1 for medium, 1 for large, and then there's 4 cheese cups, 2 for regular, so 1 for regular medium, 1 for a regular large, 1 for a pan and thin large, and then 1 for pan and thin mediums. And then there's the personal ones. I don't usually use the personal pan cups because my hands are basically the same size as them. I've measured, so whatever I grab with my hands, that's what I put in there. And don't worry, I'm not grabbing the food with my crusty hands. I have gloves on, okay? I don't like touching wet food. It's disgusting. I have gloves on. Also COVID, so I have to wear gloves even if I didn't want to. But I prefer to wear gloves because food is disgusting. It gets in my nails. It's gross. But yeah, the way that I have it, like all the cups, you put them on there like the like a big thing like inside the little refrigerator topping thing, and I'm like, no, like I go and I grab what I usually get, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, sir, no, this is gonna, I'm just grabbing in there and try to pick the right one. No, I'm dyslexic. And you can barely see color there. They all look the same. So I have to neatly organize them on top of the little cabinet in like a little it's like a little plate thing. It's a little cover for like the pizzas or whatever. And I just have to put them there neatly organized, because otherwise I was gonna go mad. And this man kept asking me, oh, where's this? Where's that? And I'm like, you're the manager. I don't do half of the things that you're asking me about. He was like, oh, do you know where the pasta is? I'm like, no, I don't do pastas. Why the fuck would I know? I've only been working here for like 3 months, dude. This location. I worked at another Pizza Hut where like I know where everything is because I worked there for like 7 months. But I'm in a new one now because the other one got temporarily closed for health issues. Like, I think there was like moss in some tables or something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. And so I got transferred to this one, but I like this one better because they don't make me answer phone calls. I can just stay in the back doing prep and pizzas and cooking pizzas with my AirPod, with like my music on, just one of them, so that I can hear when they're talking to me. So I have one on and I'm just there like vibing. I'm just vibing and just doing my pizzas, you know, and I don't have to talk to customers, which is my pet peeves. I hate talking to customers. I didn't go to Pizza Hut to work in customer service. I went to Pizza Hut to make food and shut the fuck up for the rest of the day. That's all I wanted. That's all I'm getting. I'm leaving that job soon anyways. Like, I'm looking for a new job because fuck that. My knees are crying. My knees are like, no. I have to carry too much weight in there, so my back and my knees are like, please find a better job. Please find something that does not break your body. Please. So I'm in the works for that. But this man was just asking me, oh, do you know what the like garlic parm it's the thing that we put on like borders and stuff, or the garlic parm crust or whatever. It's just a bunch of different toppings. As he was asking me, and I'm like, dude, I don't work in that area. How the fuck would I know where anything is? Like, I barely know where half of the things in my area are, because you move them all around. So, like, find it out yourself. You're the manager. It's not my problem. And then I was supposed to leave at 4. That's when I'm scheduled. That was a 9:15 to 4. And I'm just gonna work in it. It's 4:15 and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna be late again, huh? Because I'm used to it. They're always fucking late. Like, my replacement, there's 2 of them. There's a really tall boy and some Hispanic dude. Then when he comes in, he's like, oh, ya te puedes ir. And I'm like, okay, tengo un buen día. My Spanish sounded awful there. I'm fluent in Spanish. It's my first language. Please don't judge me. I don't really speak Spanish that often. I've lost my Spanish. But, yeah, but they're always late. They're always fucking late. Especially the tall kid. He's always, like, an hour fucking late, and it pisses me the fuck off. Because, like, I hate not being on time. It's just a pet peeve. I hate it. But, it's just, like, when I got to, like, 4:30, I go and I ask, no, it was, like, 4:15, and I go and I ask the manager, and I'm like, hey, I'm mentally prepared for whatever answer, but, I was supposed to leave 15 minutes ago. Do you have any idea where my replacement is? And he's like, no. Do you have to leave at 4? And I'm like, well, I prefer to leave. It's like, well, I was scheduled until 4, so I would prefer to leave at 4, but I'm already used to never going home on time. So, you know, I'm fine. I'm totally fucking fine. You know? I was not. I was about to have a panic attack because I was just having a really fucking shitty day and my knee was in so much fucking pain. Like, you have no, like, my knee was in so much fucking pain, I could barely, like, I had to be on one foot, because my knee hurt so much, and I was wearing my knee brace. I was wearing a knee brace to help with the pain, but after so much, and I took medicine at the start of the day, but it had been, like, 8 hours, so the pain medication ran off. Yeah, it ran off. And then I talked to the other manager. She's this nice pregnant lady. And I'm like, hey, 5 is my limit. I can't stay after 5. 5 is it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, but 5 is... I can't stay after 5. My knee hurts. Like, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I'm gonna give you until 5. Like, I need to leave at 5. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I understand. And she, like, called the guys, like, oh, because he was supposed, she checked the schedule, and she's like, no, there wasn't supposed to be anyone, the cook isn't late, they're supposed to be here at 6, not 4, so whoever did the schedule let me leave at 4, and then they wouldn't have another cook until 6. That's what the person made the schedule, they, like, the store manager who does the schedule, that's what they did. So they did the schedule wrong. So she's like, listen, a CSR is coming in a couple minutes, don't worry about it, you can go. And, like, at 5:03, I'm just like, alright, I'm done. Like, I finished up, like, 2 other pizzas that had shown up, and I'm like, alright, I'm going. And she's like, alright, thank you for staying an extra hour. Have a great night. And I'm like, alright, you too. Because, like, this is why I hate working, like, food, because either no one knows how to fucking do schedules, or no one shows up on their scheduled time. It's so fucking annoying. Like, all the fucking time. No one shows up. Like, I have this thing, I don't know if it's because of I'm a neurodivergent, I can't be late. I cannot be late anywhere, because I get such, like, anxiety if I'm late to somewhere. I hate it. Like, I hate being late. I always need to be on time or ahead of time. If not, I will go crazy. I will go mad. Like, the only thing that was keeping me, like, yesterday, the only thing that was keeping me sane was music. That's why I need to listen to music, like, when I do anything. Because music is the only thing that calms me down. And actually, recently, I've been, listening to a lot of, like, older songs, in K-pop, like, second gen K-pop, like, I don't know why, I think I was just, like, listening to, like, one song or something, and then I ended up listening to another, and I ended up, like, finding a really old song that I used to listen to, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is, I forgot how good this song is, and then I just looked up more from that band, and I just fell down the rabbit hole of second gen K-pop, which is, honestly, to be honest with you, is the best generation. Second gen is the best. Like, second gen is the one who paved the way for K-pop the way it is right now. Okay, girls' generation. It's because of them that photo cards exist. It was a Super Junior. I don't remember. I don't like either of them, so. But I think it was girls' generation. SHINee. They are just kings of paving the way. Because of them, they created the fucking, Rookie Grand Slam. They were the first ever to get the Rookie Grand Slam. And no one would beat that until 5 years later. Okay? SHINee have been paving the way since they debuted. Not only that, but dance practice videos exist. Or, like, they're popular because of SHINee. And, like, I think it was because of Lucifer. And not only that popularized, like, dance practice videos, but also popularized hard choreography for boy groups. Like, they are, like, kings of that. They're just amazing. Also, live vocals. Their live vocals are so like, how are they that good? Big Bang. They're the ones who made light sticks a thing. You like your light stick? I have 2. I have my SHINee light stick and I have my Monster X light stick. I want to get more eventually, but I don't have money. But that was Big Bang. The kings of K-pop themselves. Okay? My first ever K-pop song was Fantastic Baby by Big Bang. They were my first ever K-pop band. But I didn't fall in love with K-pop until I saw SHINee's Lucifer. That's when I fell in love with K-pop. Because at first I was like, yeah, Big Bang is, like, cool. Like, their music is cool. But I didn't really care about the members. I didn't really, I was like, oh, yeah, there's the G-Dragon and Top. Those were the only two that I knew. Because they were my biases. They were the ones that I liked the most. Top because he's hot, and then G-Dragon because he's cool. Also, he's hot. He looks like a bottom, but he's a top. He's someone that he's like, oh, I'm a little uke, but no, he flips the table and he's a top. There's no way, there's nothing that you can say to convince me that G-Dragon is anything but a top. Okay, that man is a massive top. He looks all cute and like, but he will step on you. He will step on you, and you won't ask for permission. He's just like quiet. He's like, yes, sir. Top as well. Top is a top, you know. But yeah, like I've been listening to a lot of like older K-pop. It's just like second gen paved the fucking way, dude. Like they don't make like K-pop hasn't been K-pop since second, like that's not what I mean. How do I put this into words? Like the feeling that you get from like K-pop, from like second gen K-pop has not been replicated in third and fourth gen. Like I listen to third and fourth gen and I love third and fourth gen. BTS, Monsta X, Twice, Blackpink, and now ITZY, TXT, Secret Number. Like all these bands, like they make good music. Like Dreamcatcher, Luna. How did I forget my girls? How did I forget my magical girl? Luna, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm filming a video. Shut up. She's playing with the fucking curtains. Like Luna and Dreamcatcher are like like a coin flip, because on one side you have Luna, which is like cute, beautiful, magical girl, and then you flip it, and then Dreamcatcher, which is like scary witches, and it's just like, ah, yes. Hee. Their light sticks. I'm so mad I can't buy their light sticks. Luna's is a magical girl wand with like a white cloak, and then Dreamcatcher's is a fucking staff. It's a fucking staff with a cloak. It's a fucking staff. You can beat a man with that shit and win. It's a motherfucking staff. I am so mad. I want to buy that as soon as I can, but I'm so mad I can't get it yet. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool. Anyways, like, I love third and fourth gen groups. Like, I fucking love third and fourth gen groups. I have so many albums. I have every single TXT album, okay? Aside from the first one, I have the second and third. I have all, like, their newest albums, because I just wasn't able to get the first one yet. And then over here I have, well, actually, these are all, I have, these are Jungkyun, and then fucking, Super M, Super M is technically a fourth gen group. Yeah, it's technically a fourth gen group, but, you know, it has a bunch of, like, second and third gen, K-pop group, members, so, it's, I don't know, it's, Super M is something, but yeah, and like the music is great, but there's this feeling that they fail to replicate that's in second gen K-pop. Like there's so much more emotion in second gen. Like in second gen, they cared less about making like a big hit. Like, oh my god, it has to be this bop. You know, they had a lot more emotion. Like their songs had a lot more meaning. Like I don't know. Like for example, Vic's Error. That's one of my favorite songs from Vic's Error. The first one I saw from them was Voodoo Doll, which is what got me to like follow, because Vic's are concept kings, especially dark concept. These men can pull off dark concepts like no one else in the K-pop industry. Like no one else in the industry does it like Vic's does it. You know, like their whole like Chained Up, Hide, and fucking Voodoo Doll. Those concepts, oh my god, they pulled them out. They pulled them off so well. So well. Like, kings of concept. There are 3 kings in K-pop, okay? There's 3 kings. K-pop kings, Big Bang. Performance kings, SHINee. And concept kings, VIX. That's it. Everybody else go home. Okay? Those are the 3 main ones. Those are the 3 big boys of K-pop. Like BTS, yes, they've paved the way to the West, and I love them very much. They're my second favorite K-pop group of all time. But, Big Bang, SHINee have paved the way for K-pop in general. Like, yes, BTS paved the way to, like, K-pop in the West. Like, because of them, it's become a lot more popular. I mean, not entirely, like, they just basically kicked down the door that was already kind of, like, a little bit open. It was kind of like, we're having a bit of trouble keeping this shit open, and then they were like, move over, bitches, and they just kicked the door open. It's like, hello, bitches, BTS is in the house, 방탄소년단 is in the house, hello. But yeah, like, BTS wouldn't be BTS without their predecessors. Specifically, SHINee and Big Bang. Those are, like, main boy groups right there. Like, those are, like, the K-pop groups that, like, shaped K-pop, along with, like, Girls' Generation. And in terms of, like, boy groups, it was, like, SHINee, Big Bang, Super Junior, what else? Yeah, it was just, like, mainly those three. And, like, well, there was Taiji and the Boys, but that's, like, first-gen K-pop. We don't talk about first-gen K-pop. I don't know shit about first-gen K-pop, aside from BoA. But in terms of girl groups, it was Girls' Generation, it was FX. FX got done so dirty. FX deserved so much better. SM don't know what the fuck they're doing, because FX was so good. I've been listening to a lot of FX lately. They're so good. They're so fucking good. They're so good. Girls Code, Wonder Girls. I was about to say Wonder Woman. No. Wonder Girls. They paved the way for, like, everything that girl groups are now. Like, especially Girls' Generation. Girls' Generation were the queens of cute concept. And then they started, like, I Got a Boy. I only like the chorus part, like, I got a boy, machi, I got a boy, ta-ta. That's the only part of the song I like. The beginning of the song, like, the rest of the song, I hate with a passion. It does not blend together. Like, I don't know. People say it's a wonderful song. I don't like it personally. I love Lionheart. Lionheart is great. G, like, G. I still like that song. I don't know why. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Don't at me. Their first song, their debut song, Into the New World, is quality. It's so good. I still listen to that song. It's so good. It sounds like an anime opening. It's really good. Then there's, I don't really know their songs, honestly. Mr. That's a good song too. I don't really listen to that much Girls' Generation, honestly. There's, like, The Boys, which is like the Boys. I forgot the lyrics, but yeah, they've paved the way. And then FX, they're the ones who brought, like, the tennis skirts into, like, popularity, and just in general, FX was a change. They were a cultural reset, and then they were just thrown into SM's dungeon, and not let out. Some of the main K-pop groups that I've been going back to that I'm like, holy fuck, like, where are these guys now? Is Boyfriend, which I found out that Boyfriend was disbanded, I think, like, over a year ago, because Monster X, because I follow Starship Entertainment, or is it Jellyfish? I think it's Starship. No, it's Jellyfish Entertainment, I think. I follow them because of Monster X. Is it Starship? Is it? They all have, like, ship at the end, or, like, some weird fish. I don't know. But the ones where Monster X are from, I think it's Jellyfish Entertainment. Because I follow, like, the thing just sort of to, like, see about, like, artists and stuff, like, I'll keep up with the updates. And I saw an article by like, them that said that that Boyfriend was disbanded, and I'm like, first of all, I didn't know Boyfriend was from that company. Second of all, I didn't know that we're still going. And third of all, oh no! So yeah, Boyfriend was really good. They started off with, like, a very cringy song, like, boyfriend, nanage boyfriend, It's cringy, but it's also a bop. And, like, Janice, the concept, the choreography, the vocals and rapping, 10 out of 10. Which, one of my favorite ones, like, the concept, cringy, but good. The choreography, though, amazing. Fucking, what other song from them? What's the name of that other song? It's not Bounce, it's not Aya, it's Obsession. Obsession's another good one. It's like a Peter Pan thing. Very badass. I loved it. Then there's like Beast. I like Good Luck. Good luck, baby, good luck to you. Na, 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 na. That one's a good one. Infinite, amazing. Their songs are always like their songs are catchy, but they're emotional. They're not like the like club music that you hear now. They're like instrumental, fucking like orchestral music with like their magical voices, and like, but also to like a catchy beat. And it's just the combination that makes your like body take a fucking screenshot. It's like all at once. It's so good. Like, it's amazing. And SHINee have been paving the way since day one. SHINee is like kings of performance. They are the best when it comes to performances. You can't tell me otherwise. Everybody else go home compared to SHINee. Like, these motherfuckers did a fucking dance choreography blindfolded. Blindfolded, okay? Fucking blindfolded. They did a performance. They always, like almost every single song that they sing is live while they're dancing. And you can tell that they're live because they like sometimes either like stop the choreography to like do a high note, or like you can hear like their voices bend while they move. Like, SHINee, performance kings. Fucking performance kings, and you can't tell me otherwise. Other bands are AOA, which is sad because AOA is technically not AOA anymore, and I honestly really like Jimin's voice. But Jimin is a bitch, so kind of can't like AOA anymore. I still like their music. I'm still gonna listen to like Mini Skirt and Like a Cat. Excuse my Korean. I can't speak Korean. I'm not gonna attend to it either. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, Sistar. I've been listening to Sistar as well. Because they've always been great. Sistar is also quality. What other girl groups? Chocolate. There's only one song that I know from Chocolate, which is Black Tinkerbell. It's a great song. Okay, what other girl group? I know I have more girl groups. 4 Minute with Hyuna. Hyuna herself also, because it's Hyuna. Come on. Who doesn't love Hyuna? I'm excited for her new comeback. It's gonna be great. Like, I love Hyuna. She's amazing. But yeah, I've been listening to that. I've been listening... I don't think I have BAP in there, because I didn't really like BAP's music. It's too hip-hoppy, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of, like, other K-pop songs I don't vibe with. There's also U-Kiss. I like, my favorite songs from U-Kiss are Neverland and Stop Girl. There's also Dora Dora, which is like Dora 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 ga Dora 2 minutes. I don't know the lyrics, but it's a good song. I've also been listening to K-Rock, which like CN Blue and FT Island again. I liked FT Island because of one drama that I saw with the singer, with the vocalist of FT Island being one of the main characters. Or well, he was like he was one of the love triangles, because it was like 3 guys. The dumb one, the smart one, and the asshole. You know, the girl's gonna end up with the asshole. It's, I think You're Beautiful, which is like this girl who's like a nun. She has to take over, like, her twin brother's job as, like, an idol or something, because he's, like, in the hospital or some shit. So then she has to join a band pretending to be a dude. And then the smart guy figures it out, like, straight away. He just doesn't say anything. The other guy figures it out eventually, and they have, like, this cute little thing going on. And the last guy, the dumb one, doesn't figure it out until, like, the end. Like, at the end, he's like, I thought I was gay! He's like, I thought I was gay, and I was okay with it, but I thought I was gay for you, homie. Like, now I know why I was attracted to you, but damn. So funny. But yeah, he was in that drama, and then I liked his voice, so I looked up his band, and it's FT Island. I like them, and then CN Blue. I like the bassist, but I think that's the one that was involved in the Rising Sun scandal. either that or he was accused of smoking weed. If it was in the Rising Sun scandal, I don't like him anymore. But if he was if it was just like the controversy because of weed, homie, I still like you. Like, weed is like not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's honestly not a big deal. I've been talking for way too fucking long. I need to do live streams. I should just do live streams. This is why I want to do Twitch, bro. To just talk endlessly for hours about nothing. But I don't. My computer's dead. This little shit over here, my laptop, broke. I tried to. It was really slow, and it was like really like taking forever to just work. So I basically reset it, like factory reset it, to see if it'll help, if it would fix it. It did not. It's still so it's even slower than before. So I don't know if I should like open it up and see if there's like any like dirt or anything in there. But I'm also super fucking lazy, and I'm planning on getting building a PC soon anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go because this video is like 50 minutes long. I need to cut this shit out. I need to get myself to stop. I just need to do live streams, bro. Alright. Bye, Meru out. I need to link in the description for all my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, my Amazon wish list if you want to buy me something to support me, like cosplay. If anybody ever sends me a cosplay, I'll make TikToks on it and I'll make a video about it. Yeah, cause like I have no money right now. Or you can get me light sticks. I would thank you so much. Those are expensive, but they're almost as expensive as they're actually not as expensive as a cosplay, but you know, whatever, it just works. Whatever. Anyways, Meru out. See y'all on Wednesday with a new episode of mythology and makeup. Bye, Meru out.